Unicorn Podcast. This is episode 13, and I'm Rebecca, your host. If you're a new viewer, welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I haven't podcasted in at least a month. I'm trying to do it at least once a month. I've just been a little busy. And I have a lot of things to show you, but mostly whips. And hopefully I will get all this stuff done for the next podcast. But I definitely wanted to pop in and say hi and show you what I've been working on. And yeah, so let's get started. First of all, it is September 9th. My birthday was Thursday, so I'm 37. Woo! And I have a little birthday haul of yarn that I got to show you. And school has started, so the kids are back in school and we're back to a normal schedule, thank God. And they're all downstairs with my husband playing a board game right now, so hopefully it won't be too loud. My toilet keeps running, so hopefully that won't be too loud. But anyway, it's been a really busy month, like I said. It's also been a little bit of a sad month. We lost our cat, Nicodemus, a couple weeks ago to kidney cancer. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted it there so you'd know. But if not, yeah, it was really hard. He was only 5, and it came out of nowhere, and so we had to say goodbye to him, and that was really sad. So there was definitely a good week where I didn't really do anything, so this podcast got delayed. So anyway, I guess I will start, well, what I'm wearing. If you've been watching the podcast for a while, you have seen this. This is my Paris Toujours by Isabel Kramer. And this is done in my absolute favorite yarn. This is Less Traveled Yarn DK in the colorway Lafayette, which is this beautiful mauve, pinks, and oranges. Absolutely one of my most favorite yarns in the whole world. And I actually have 2 of these shawls. And I'll probably make more because they're my favorite. So, anyway, it is finally a little bit chilly here this morning, so I was able to wear a shawl. Yay! So, on to finished objects. I only have 2, and I don't think I showed, well, whatever, doesn't matter. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. So I finished my Will-O-Wisp socks. I showed these last time. I had 1 finished. So these are the Will-O-Wisp socks. And this is made by This Handmade Life, or the pattern's brought from This Handmade Life. And the yarn on my screen is looking a little washed out, so hopefully I can fix that in editing. But the yarn is Spun Right Round, classic sock, and the colorway is Secret Handshake. And it's a pale blue with these like acid green and pink speckles. That looks pretty good. And it's this really pretty lace pattern. And I showed it last time without the sock blocker because I don't think you get a really good idea of what the pattern looks like when it's on the blocker. So I'll show you that. There you go. So this is the front of the leg. And I just think it is so pretty. And I said last time, but I'll say it again, I loved knitting these socks. They flew off my needles. They were a pleasure to knit. The lace pattern wasn't totally intuitive, but it was such a little chart that, you know, it was easy to keep in the project bag and glance at when I needed to. But yeah, I highly recommend this pattern. I think it's free pattern. She has a bunch of pretty lace socks that are free patterns, and I'm doing another one right now. I'll show you when I get to whips. And that's also very enjoyable, but this one I really loved, and I will definitely make this pattern again. I have a couple sock sets that I've gotten recently that I think would look so nice in this pattern. So that's my first finished object. My second finished object, which I don't think I showed you guys, or it was in progress, I hope, are my Underwing Mints by Erica Hauser. And again, if you've been watching the podcast, you'll know that I made a pair of these earlier this year for the knit along, and I didn't gauge swatch because I don't gauge swatch for accessories. And yes, I know color work is a little bit tighter, blah, 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 but they were tiny. I don't know what I did, but they were teeny, teeny, tiny. They fit the 10-year-old. And I actually gave them away to a friend of mine with little teeny hands. But I had said that I was going to re-knit them for myself, and I finally got around to doing that. So this is Barrett Wool Co. Home Fingering, and this is a company from Susan B. Anderson. I am obsessed with this yarn. I think I said it last time. Obsessed. I love it. So this, if you can see it, I've got lighting issues today, is a like dark teal green color. It's called Scout, and the white is called Picket Fence. And then this darker color is from the kit I originally made these with from Haven Fiber Arts. It's like a honeycomb color. I'll show you those close up. And I think they came out great, and I absolutely love them, and they fit. So what I did this time is, first of all, the yarn is much bigger. It's a fingering weight, but it's a thick fingering. It's almost sport, I'd say, but definitely much thicker than the yarn I was using from Haven Fiber Arts, which was gorgeous yarn as well, but this yarn is definitely thicker. And then I went up to a size 3 needle, and they fit perfectly. Although I think I need to reblock them, because this one I think I blocked a little bit bigger. But I love them. I think they're gorgeous. And again, these were super fun to knit. They go very, very fast, and I knit 2 pairs already this year. Both pairs I think I knit within a week. So, big fan, highly recommend. So those are my FOs. And then I had a little bit of Cast-on-itis recently. So I was working on my Tecna, which I'll show you, even though it's not that exciting. And I said that it was driving me crazy. Let me get it. It was driving me crazy. It's just so much stuck in it. And this yarn is so thin. So this is the Spun Right Round Classic Sock, again, in Reaper's Rags. And it's beautiful yarn. I really like it, but it's very, very, very thin. I mean, it's, I would say it's almost lace weight. It's very thin. So I've definitely made some progress, I think, since the last time I showed you. It's very wrinkly. I've had it smushed in the bag for a few weeks now. It's been in timeout. And, you know, my lace is done, and it looks good. I've just been, and maybe I'll get back to it once I finish some of these other whips I'm going to show you. But I was just really struggling with so much stockinette on small needles with teeny tiny yarn. And I mean, it's like 400 stitches or something. So I put this in timeout, and I worked on some other things. And I will have to break this out again soon, because I do really like it. And even though it's more of a summer knit, I could definitely still wear it to work over like dresses and stuff. So here we are in the Tecna. So I think I was like down here last time. So I've made progress, but it's not exciting progress, so that's where we are. Everyone at Knit Group thinks that I should turn it into a skirt. I think I said that last time. It would be really cute. But either way, the Tecna is kind of sitting in timeout for now. And the first thing I did when I got sick of that was I decided to break out an old UFO. Technically, I don't know if it's a UFO or not. I've talked about this stupid thing so many times. But I made the Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli, and I had bound off thinking that I had finished it and that I had just messed up. And so it's supposed to be 6 rows, 6 short row wedges, and the bottom row is supposed to be the color. Here we go. So it's these wedges, and then the bottom row is supposed to be the color that the stripe is. I had gotten to this row, and I thought that it was my 6th row, and so I was like, oh, I forgot to do the color, and I bound off. Whatever. You can go back and watch all the other episodes where I talk about it. Anyway, so technically I finished it. I bound it off and I blocked it. But when I had realized what I had done, that I actually didn't finish the last row, I had said that I was going to go back and add that wedge at some point in time. Because the yarn is gorgeous. And this purple is just stunning. Oh, it looks so muted on my screen. I hope it looks vibrant. It's very bright and very vibrant. This is Birch Dye Works sock yarn in CMYK, and then this is just a custom color that she dyed up for me. So anyway, that's what I did when I got sick of the Tecna, is I got this out and I picked up all the stitches and started on that last wedge. I'm in the middle of a row, so I can't really show it to you very well. It looks like a big circle, but anyway, it's really nice and I like it. And it's kind of mindless knitting as well, so I started to get bored with it and decided to cast on a sock. Well, it is September, and so I have to cast on a September sock. And so then I went overboard. I cast on a few socks, but the first sock I cast on is it's just a vanilla sock. It's a self-striping colorway from White Birch Yarns, and this is, I had to rewind the ball by hand because my cake was a disaster of a knot in the middle and it was whatever. But anyway, this is called White Walker. It's a Game of Thrones colorway. And I'm just doing vanilla sock, heel flap and gusset, nothing special. Just needed a vanilla sock for something on the go. And then I was watching the Grocery Girls, and they were talking about their September sock bash, and it was supposed to be your favorite holiday. And so I was going to save this sock for October, but since I could get it in for the Grocery Girls Cal, I decided to cast it on now. So I got this at Rhinebeck last year. This is Blue Moon Fiber Arts. Socks That Rock, and the colorway is Samhain, which is a pagan holiday, and it's this gorgeous gray, acid green, and plum with silver lurex. Hope you can see that. It's so pretty. So I cast that on, and I'm doing the Wood Nymph sock pattern, also by this Handmade Life. So this is the pattern. And I just started it. So you can see it, the lace is starting to develop here. And it's really pretty. And I thought it was really cool how this started to kind of pool in the cuff, and it looks almost like brioche, the way it kind of pulled. I don't know, it's cool. I like it. So we'll see how this turns out. But so far, so good. It's another one of her lace patterns that I just love. See if I can get a good close-up of the lace there. So, kind of like little leaves. It's very pretty. So I started that, but then I put that down. Because, like I said, I had Cast-on-itis, I had whip ADD, when I get to my stash acquisitions, you'll see I want to cast on all the things. I then decided that I wanted to make the Skandir pumpkin spice latte mittens. So wait, let me show you the picture. So these are the mittens. And I made the first one. I got a little messed up at the top, so my pumpkin isn't quite complete. I'm gonna have to do some duplicate stitch and fix that, but whatever. And then I still have to do my thumb, and they obviously have to be blocked, but this is the first one. And then one of my favorite things about this pattern is the thumb gusset has this little pumpkin on it. I love that so much. So I made that, and then I've cast on for the second one, and so they're going to be opposite colors. So I'm going to get that one done. But then I decided that I need to get going on my husband's Rhinebeck sweater because he's coming with me this year. So I cast on the Tamarack, which was designed by Jared Flood for Brooklyn Tweed. And this is the Tamarack. And, here's another picture. And of course my husband chose the Obsidian colorway. It's a Brooklyn Tweed Quarry, which is a single ply bulky weight yarn. It's a little bit difficult to work with. It's black. Oh my god. So I am almost done with the sweater. I'll show you. And I'll be doing casting on for the placket and the shawl collar. Hopefully today I'll finish that top part. So here we are with the sweater. So this is neck and top of the shoulders. We're almost there. And the sleeves. It's done in moss stitch. And then it has this faux seam in reverse stockinette that goes all the way up. And then it also goes up the raglan sleeves. So it is a raglan sweater, but it is a bottom-up construction, which is the first time I've actually done a bottom-up construction. And I liked it. It was different, and it was annoying that you can't really try it on, but I liked it. And it's gone pretty quick. Again, it's a bulky weight yarn, so it would go quick. This yarn definitely relaxes a lot when you block it. Let's see if I have my swatch. I actually swatched it in a different color because I had a skein of it from a hat I did, and I wanted to swatch while I was waiting for the yarn I bought to be delivered. So anyway, this is the swatch, and it's very soft and drapey, and much better stitch definition. You can see this is like all bunched up, and so blocking really relaxes the stitches in this yarn. So I am very much looking forward to seeing it blocked. I can't wait. And yeah, so I actually did the small size because my husband typically wears a medium, and I mean his dimensions pretty much fit the standard medium size for most men's clothing. However, I did a gauge swatch, and my gauge was actually too big. This has never happened to me before. It was shocking. I'm normally a very tight knitter, but my gauge was loose. And I think it's because this yarn, if you're not familiar with the Brooklyn Tweed Quarry, it is like not spun. So let me see if I have a little bit of it. Yeah, I have a little bit of it here. See, it's like not spun, and I can just pull it. It's like nothing. Now, once it's knit up and it's twisted together, it's very strong. This will not pull apart. But the yarn, as you have it coming out of the cake, is delicate. So I think that because of that, I did it very loosely. I've been knitting loosely with it because I don't want to pull it. I've had to spit splice it several times as I've been working on it when I've pulled too tight, which it spit splices very nicely. And I do like working with it. It's just you have to know how to work with it and be careful and gentle with it. So it's been interesting. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to finish up the neck shaping and the top of the shoulders today. I only have 9 rounds left for that. And then I'll pick up and knit the placket, and there's a shawl collar that's done, I think, with short rows. And then there's optional pockets, and I think he wants the pockets. I've never done a pocket where you pick up and knit it, so that'll be fun. This sweater's a bunch of new firsts for me, so, but it's coming out great. I think it looks wonderful, and so far I think it's gonna fit him really nicely. And I think I was not sure about the small. So there's a few times while I've been knitting this that I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be too small. And then once I got the sleeves attached and I started knitting the raglan decreases, and I saw it all together, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be great. So I'm excited about that. So that's hopefully what I will finish today. Well, at least get it moved on to the shawl collar today. And then my next sweater is going to be Epistrophe from Kate Davies, which is this one. And I have the yarn from Foster Sheep Farm, which I got at the New Hampshire Sheep and Wool Festival. And this comes from her flock, Wensleydale, Corriedale and Wensleydale crosses, I believe. I don't have the tag in front of me, but it's gorgeous, gorgeous rustic yarn. Very silky and drapey feeling, and it's got a little bit of a tooth to it on my neck, but not really. And I think that the way this is shaped, where it drapes around the shoulders, it's not going to be all up in here. And when I put it on my arms, it's not scratchy. But this yarn is just, I wish you could feel how, like, soft it is and drapey. It looks like it's got silk in it, and it doesn't, but it looks like it has silk in it, and it's gorgeous. So that's going to be my next sweater. I have ambitious goals to finish it for Rhinebeck, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I think that's it for whips. I did cast on another sock. And I'll show, well, it's part of acquisition, but I guess I'll show it to you now. I got the Piggy Yarns 9 3/4 colorway. I hope you can see this over here. It is a self-striping colorway of the Harry Potter house, of the Hogwarts house colors. So, it stripes Gryffindor red and gold, and then Slytherin green and silver, and then I think Hufflepuff, which is black and yellow, and then Ravenclaw gold and blue. And it is gold and blue, not silver and blue like the movies, for those of you who are purists. And I have another scan of it to show you my acquisitions. I'll show you now, actually. You can get a better idea of the yarns. Oh god, my color is so off. But it's really gorgeous, and this is on her Luxe sock base, which is a 3-ply fingering weight, 80% superwash blue face Leicester, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. Oh my god. And then I have a black mini. And so what I've decided to do is, I already cast on. Teeny cast on. I haven't even finished it. I'm going to do knee highs. Just a vanilla sock, but I'm going to do a knee high stripe of all of the Harry Potter colors. So I think that's going to be awesome. I'm very excited about that. And I shouldn't have cast it on, and I don't intend to finish it anytime soon, but I just got it for my birthday, and I was so excited, so I had to cast it on. And then I'm going to move on to acquisitions. I'll show you the other things I got, and I want to cast them all on as well. So, birthday haul. So, like I said, the first thing I got is the Piggy Yarns. 9 3/4 self-striping. Gorgeous. Check her out. piggyyarns.etsy.com. Beautiful colors. This sock base, the Luxe sock. I don't normally do Luxe bases for socks with cashmere or silk or whatever. But oh my god. So soft. So I got that. And then I got the Barrett wool. I told you I'm obsessed with Barrett wool. Has a kit out. Let's see if I can find the picture. It's the Mountainside Hat Kit. And you can pick your color, and you get a pom-pom, a snap-on pom-pom. And here's the hat without the pom-pom on it. And it's really, really, really pretty. And so you can pick from any of these colors. And then there's a few different pom-pom colors that you can pick from as well. I think there's white, black, gray, faux fox, and cream. And I picked the cream with the plum yarn. So I got a skein of the plum home fingering. Is it home fingering? Hold on. No, it's Wisconsin spun, woolen spun fingering. So she has two, well, there's four. There's the home fingering and home worsted, and then there's the Wisconsin woolen spun fingering and worsted. So this is the Wisconsin plum. Gorgeous. And it's very similar to the home. I think the home is a little bit loftier. But still, this is gorgeous. And it's not superwash. And I'm in love with Barrett wool. I know because it's not superwash and a bunch of other factors that it's easier to just dye them like almost like commercial yarn. But I wish it was a little more tonal. But other than that, I mean, it's gorgeous. Like I said, I'm obsessed with her yarns. So I got the plum with the cream pom-pom, and they're snap-on pom-pom. So you attach the snap, and then you can take the pom-pom on and off. Very cool. And the kit, it came in a little cute bag, and it came with this cute little coaster. Susan embroidered this little logo, and they took a picture of it and turned it into a coaster. It's really cute. It's really cute. So, little coaster, and the download code so you can get the pattern off Ravelry, and a little tin of stitch markers. And they're the these light bulb shaped safety pins, which I love. They're like one of my favorite stitch markers. So that was super cute. So I got that. And I love it. And then Robin from Teeny Button Studios posted on Instagram that she had a few more skeins of some colors that I loved, and I was like, oh well, my birthday's coming, I must get them. So I grabbed those up. So I got well, whatever. These are soft sock, which is fingering weight, 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is Mully Grubs, which is just such a pretty fall color. I thought it would be a nice sock for my husband or maybe my dad, but I kind of want to keep it. And then I thought maybe it would look nice in my Vertices Unite shawl. Because I don't have anything really dark. It'll probably be socks, but whatever. And then I got the Sprinkle Spice Latte. Oh my god, I love this colorway. I wanted to buy it last year, but I forgot, so I grabbed it. This is the Sprinkle Spice Latte sock set. And I just love this. It's like pumpkin spice latte colors, but with a sprinkle. And this little dark brown mini for heels and toes. So cute. And I've decided that this is going to be, I'm going to make this into the Coffee Talk socks by Tracy from the Grocery Girls. So she has her new sock pattern that came out 2 weeks ago. And I'm going to use this for that. I think it's perfect. So I'm very excited. And then the last thing that came is my monthly Whips on Sticks Legend of Zelda Mystery Yarn Club. And this month, September, was Ganondorf. I have to pull up a picture so you know who he is. For non-Legend of Zelda peeps, Ganondorf is the bad guy. And a good picture. Yeah, that'll do. Whatever. So that's Ganondorf. He's a big baddie. And so I got this. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at it. Can't. I'm having lighting issues and I can't really show you how much I love it. But there's like the greens and the oranges and there's plums. Oh my god. The dark mini for heels and toes, and it's just so cute. I love it. Oh my god. You guys need to check out Whips on Sticks because even if you don't, I say this every month, but even if you don't care about Legend of Zelda, my god, you should get in on this yarn club because the colors are gorgeous. And this base is so nice. It's the Kayla's favorite sock base. 85 superwash merino, 15% nylon. And it's 437 yard, 100 gram skein with a 20 gram mini. It's so nice. It's so nice. So even if you buy other colors on this sock base, Kayla's favorite sock, it's so nice. I love it. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. So yeah, I got that. And as always, she makes a little something to go with it. And this month is a progress keeper of Ganondorf. And she's so talented. Look at this. Look at his little crown thingy. Oh my god. It's so good. All the details. It's so good. I'm so impressed. So, I love that. I want to find a way, I don't even know what it is, but a way to display all of the things that she's made for this Mystery Yarn Club because they're so pretty and I don't want them to just sit in a little dish. I want them to be displayed. So, anyway, Ganondorf. And that's it. That's all I got. Rhinebeck is in a month, 5 weeks, and I'm very excited to go back this year. My goal this year is to spend more money on, not spend more money, that came out wrong. I spent a lot of money last year. I want to spend less money, but I want my purchases to go towards more 100% wool yarns and things for color work. And then I'm on the fence. I'm waffling. Check out a spinning wheel. I'm kind of interested. But we'll see. And then I definitely want to see all the animals. I want to spend a lot more time with the animals this year. I really didn't spend a lot of time with them at all. I would really love to talk more with the shepherds and shepherdesses there and learn more about that. It's just a part of the knitting world that I really am interested in. And right now, we live in a condo now, and I can't have animals here other than my cat and dog. But I would love to be able to have goats and sheep and stuff sometime in the future. So we'll see. So, and also, I said this last time, but I'm not sure if I'm going to podcast before Rhinebeck. I might pop in and show you my finished sweater before Rhinebeck, but maybe not. My next podcast might be after Rhinebeck. So if that's the case, and I'll share it on Instagram if you follow me on Instagram. Oh, excuse me, pup. Hold on. Good boy. I am going to be at India Untangled. I have volunteered there. So if you're going to be at India Untangled, I will be greeting at the door from 3 to 5, so come say hello. And then I'll be at the podcaster meet and greet at Rhinebeck. I think that's on Saturday afternoon up on the hill. So if you're going to be there, come say hello as well. And stay tuned to Instagram for more information on where I'll be if you want to come say hi. I love to say hi to people. And feel free to comment below if you want to meet up or message me on Instagram. Instagram is the best way to get in touch with me. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you at Rhinebeck if you're going to be there. And otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.